If you are a computer science student or an information system major at the University of the Gambia, the worst case scenario you could end up with is actually graduating school with no skills, no experience, no impressive stats. I mean, just the degree. And one added advantage you have if you are in the University of the Gambia is that semester breaks are actually quite long, right? I mean, exams has ended, at least for me, has ended in December, and we are resuming back around March. That's literally a whole 3 months. And it's actually very, very sad that most of the computer science students will just brush through these 3 months having done nothing with their lives, having learned no skills, completed no internship, literally haven't done nothing that is gonna elevate their professional career, right? And this is the best time to actually make use of those, especially if you are a first year student. So today, so this, by the way, this is a raw unscripted video. There is no voiceover. I'm just in my room and decided to film this, right? So I'm just gonna share some tips for computer science student to do during the semester breaks, which are actually quite long, specifically for the UTG. First of all is to venture into learning skills. If you wanna go for web development, if you wanna go for machine learning, AI, if you wanna go for cybersecurity, basically the whole field, like this whole concept of tech is very, very large, right? And you have to pick a niche that you are interested in and passionate about. So that's basically the first thing. So let's say, for instance, you want to venture into machine learning, which is kind of like the hype right now. Um, One of the best things you can literally do for yourself is to actually start learning machine learning, because the sad reality is you won't be learning these stuffs in class. I mean, even if you will be learning, you won't be going deeper. And for most cases, you will, based on my interactions from some seniors, that it's basically gonna be, most of the time it's gonna be theory based, right? So you have to learn how to practicalize these concepts on your own, which the school is not gonna do for you. So that's the first thing, is to actually venture into learning skills. And right now you are quite young. You do not have a family. I mean, for most students there, you do not have a family, you do not have a wife, you do not have people to take care of. Literally, you're just in your home doing nothing. So this is the best time to venture into this. Just go on YouTube or look for online courses and literally start learning these skills. I'm speaking based on experience. I actually started, right, this was what I was doing in high school, and starting early is gonna give you an unfair advantage compared to your peers later on in life, because most of the people will begin to learn this stuff once they are done with their bachelor's before venturing into their master's degree. But then you are a first year, second year student already learning this stuff. So that's it for number one. Make sure you're learning. And the thing is, you don't need some kind of fancy motivation to start. All you need is just the discipline. So let's say you're gonna have this goal. Let's say I'm gonna stick around for 2 hours every single day. That's the bare minimum, right? You have 24 hours in a day, just 2 hours dedicated every day to learn this particular skill, and you have 2 hours within 3 months. I mean, you, even if you are not gonna be a pro, but then you're gonna go very far. That's one. And two, if you are someone who is kind of experienced, or you are kind of intermediate good in these things, one of the best things you can do for yourself is to look for internships, right? So there are like very cool places you can intern in here. And also it depends, right? If you are into AI, like I would always recommend MRC, right? If you want to go for, let's say, web development, like building apps and websites, you kind of have insist a lot of people do internships there. You have Asutech and all of these places. Just go out of the way and start doing these things. And I know it always feels very uncomfortable, because you're gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna be working with professionals, and I'm gonna be learning these things from scratch. I mean, like the imposter syndrome and all of these things are gonna kick off. But then I'm telling you this. This is how you grow. If you just like follow your intuition and you're like, you know what, I'm just gonna stay like this and focus on school, bro, you're literally not gonna learn these social skills and work ethics, right? So these are the two most important things you can do right now. Venture into learning skills and then like look for internships if you are intermediate. Of course, there can be exceptions, but then for majority of the cases for first year and second year students, you have no experience. You are just getting started with these stuffs, right? So what I would recommend is to start learning the skills. Now I know the purpose of the internship is to actually like teach you all of these stuff, but then they kind of always expect you to have some kind of basic like level of knowledge to certain things, right? You do not have to go there like being a complete noob, having no idea of what you are literally even doing or how to even boot your computer. So now right now what you have to do is to get your skills to a certain level, right? So start learning. If you are in your third year and fourth year, then one of the best things you can do for yourself is to quite literally apply for internships, right? And I mean, like you have internships now. The duration like depends. You have 3 months and 6 months. If you are going for 3 months, like starting January, you are quite literally gonna finish it like let's say in the first week when school resumes, right? And if you are going for 6 months, I mean, like you are already used to the system, right? You have been interning for 3 months, and then when school resumes, it's always very easy to integrate these things. I always get asked that Cherno, you have been putting in a lot of hours doing internships in your first year, competing in hackathons, speaking at public events. Is this really worth it? The sheer amount of dedication you have been putting into this, is this really worth it? And if you have ever think or if you have ever asked this question, this is my response. I wake up every day thankful that I've got to do these things in my first year, because you literally have, I mean, now this isn't gonna be something that's gonna make me complacent in my own perspective. I'm always striving to work harder, but then like for the benefit of people who are asking this, I'm gonna tell you this, that I wake up every single day quite literally thankful that I get to do this stuff in my first year, because you have final year students who are kind of juggling for these stuffs, trying to get internships, trying to get maybe a research preprint published, trying to attend even a tech event, and you are here like 1920 already haven't gotten this stuff. When you reach to that stage, let's say in your final year, third or fourth year, you really do not have to stress about getting internship experience and all of this speaking experience, extracurricular kind of activities and hackathons. You quite literally have them all in your first year, right? Anything you do at that point is just an added bonus. So you can spend that time you're gonna have into your like final year in university, looking for projects to build and so on, right? So this is honestly, it is so worth it. And if you are watching this as a first year, second year, third year, or even fourth year, I hope this motivates you to go out of the way during this break to learn new things or at least get some internship experience. That's it. It's your boy CBJ. I'm out.